Okay, here we are at Mitchell's house. It's actually a rental property. Just want to give you a little bit of clarification on this. So this is the property we'll be working on. First time air conditioner, some ductwork headed upstairs, and then we'll get the upstairs serviced, put in some new distribution lines and things there. This is Mitchell's house. So just this white house across the street, that is where he lives. But we will be doing work on his rental property here. Okay, here we are in front of the equipment. I got a furnace in here, trying to add an air conditioning system to this home for the very first time. So furnace in, we'll stay 17 inches, put the new air conditioning system in, some coils here. We are in a crawl space. It does have generous ceilings. Quick view of some of the other things here. Flue will stay 80%, so we'll go ahead and put in just a regular 6-4 reducer, come back onto the furnace that way in here. Refrigeration lines from the coil, it'll have a condensation pump, and then refrigerant lines will just go right out this wall, and we'll show you that here in a moment on the outside of the house. But refrigeration, pretty easy. On this one, the trick is going to be this. From here at the furnace, we are going to do, there is no service on the upper level of this home. So we'll end up putting in ductwork, running it through the house up to the attic, and then distribute from there. So right here on the plenum, we'll grab a 12-inch pipe, and then we'll grab, again, that same 12. We want to run rigid duct, and it will come up right about there. We'll get it in between the floor joists so we're not causing structural issues. Run it up into the main area, and then upstairs into a closet, and then from the closet up into the attic and distribute from there. But go through all of it one piece at a time there. Gas, electrical, flue, plenum, transitions, condensation pump, etc. Let's go figure out where that's going to go through the house here. All of the ductwork, show you where all that's going to be. And then the last step is the electrical, and we'll explore the outside a little bit, show you that part. So here we are up on the main level of the home. The furnace, we're standing on top of the furnace right about here. So come out of the furnace with that duct, run it over into the corner, and then we'll grab that 12-inch round and just take up this space here in the corner and go straight up through the ceiling. Again, coming out in the bottom of the closet to be able to get air up to that at the upper level there. So air up to here, and then from there we'll go up even further. But when we're all done, we'll have cut the floor out, the ceiling out, and have run a 12-inch pipe all the way up. There is no sheetrock repair or framing. We just need to make sure we cut the holes in the right spots. So that's that. Let's go upstairs and check out the upper level. Okay, here we are, upper level of the house. So this is the closet, pink bedroom up here. And we want to grab that 12-inch pipe, bring it through this closet, and then we're gonna tuck it into the attic. Behind the ceiling right here, there is literally only about 4 inches between the lath and plaster and the roof. So what we'll end up doing is we'll just cut the ceiling away in this section of it, enough room to be able to get that big pipe, 12-inch pipe, and then we'll send it up into the attic and get it up to here. At that point, once that pipe is all tucked away up in the attic, we can dump it into a box and then just do a little octopus thing from there. There's not a lot of attic space. I'll show you when we get up there. Probably need to bring a couple sheets of OSB, but we're just gonna put vents where we can. So for instance, just a 4x10 angle boot. In this other room, tiny little room. If there's a way to get something, just squeak something in here, done. Squeak something in this bedroom. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, and this one's gonna be the toughest. So ductwork into 4 bedrooms, wherever those ducts go is perfect. We just need to get 4 vents up to this level, and then we are in good shape to distribute through the rest of the house. Let me take you up to the attic, show you what's going on in there. Okay, so here we are up in the attic space above that closet, and we're looking down, looking at using the, in between the wall and the ceiling, potentially here is some ductwork space. If we could use that as ductwork, make a transition into some sort of distribution box here, and then we can go duct, and just put in heat registers in these rooms, about 4 of them total. That would be enough to get all the way up here. We may have to cut some of the plaster, the lath and plaster away, get that out of here. But if we can put in a small little duct, enough to get up here, that would be ideal. Okay, here we are at the back of the house. This is the northeast corner. We're inside the electrical panel. It's a Gen 1 GE. Got some mismatched breakers. There's a Bryant there. This one here in this corner is a Siemens. Anyway, we need to go ahead and add a sub panel. There's not enough room to put an air conditioning system on this guy. So we'll go ahead and pop one of these out and replace the breakers that are incorrect with correct ones, and put a sub panel over here on this wall. We'll go ahead and just cut away a small portion of the fence, run the conduit through, power the sub panel, and out of the sub panel we'll be able to run AC, which will sit over here. We'll go and look at that in a moment. But electrically, that's what we need to do with a 100 amp main disconnect coming from here. Of course, it's probably not 100 amps since it's just a bulb, but that is what we got. All right, so here is the north side of the house. We'll have our furnace in here, set our air conditioning unit, and we can go ahead and choose to set it here in this spot right outside this window, or we can choose to set it here. And again, access is going to be through the front yard there. You can see that red car on the road in front of the house. When we talked about putting a sub panel in here, we'll go ahead and grab, there is the electrical meter, and we'll run that sub panel out to this wall, and then 30 amp 2-pole breaker into it, being able to power up our condensing unit there. And that's what the outside of the house will look like. Let's go put the thermostat in, and we're good. Okay, lastly, thermostat. We got this here. This is again just off of, headed downstairs. So pulling new wires and things like that's not going to be terribly complicated. Light switch for downstairs is there. We'll go ahead and put in a new T4 thermostat, and we are all set.